Yo guys, welcome to vumanibo.com, the spiritual mag. I'm Andile, and next to me I've got Rouge. Rouge, what's up?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm awesome, man. I'm awesome. And I'm just interested to know. Obviously, you're a successful artist. We see your energy on screen. We see you, being beautiful and doing this amazing music. But I want to know, what keeps Rouge grounded?
What keeps Rouge grounded? My family, for one. I have an incredible family. Obviously, also God keeps me grounded massively. I would say that those two things, I can't necessarily add anything else. Everything else becomes kind of external. But those are the things that have been keeping me grounded and have been there since the test of time in this journey of me trying to figure out exactly who I am. So, yeah.
Tell me about, your relationship with God or your relationship with your religion.
You know what? My relationship with God it's been incredible, but at the same time, it's also been testing. There has been a lot of trials, especially in the field that I decided to enter into, that sometimes required me to question, should I do certain things, because it wasn't necessarily what I believed. Me being Rouge, everyone knew Rouge wasn't the one to be very provocative. People knew Rouge wasn't the one to, have to remove her clothes every 2 seconds, that, might have put me to a space of, not getting the same opportunities that a lot of other people, because I couldn't do that because of the certain things that I valued, the certain things that I believed in, just wanting to be able to know that I could go home and sleep at night and still feel proud of who I was. So it was always something that I was always at odds with. But God showed up every time. I'm here, I'm being interviewed by you, letting me know that, what, I didn't have to do those things. People still wanted to hear what I needed to say, that this literally was my purpose. This is the reason why that I was created, so that I could tell these type of stories and let the next generation know that you don't have to do certain things. You don't have to change yourself. You don't have to, walk away from the things that you believe in, the way you were raised. You don't have to walk away from the spiritual growth that you have done in order to become a massive superstar. And yeah, I'm very, very proud of that. But it did take a lot of trials in order for me to figure that out, if I'm being 100%.
Wow, man, that's amazing. And the reason why this platform exists is to just, navigate the spiritual journey that a lot of people face, right? Because some people, like you touched on earlier, believe that sometimes they kind of like have to do certain things to achieve success and not trust like the process. Yeah. So, what is your ritual like in terms of like your spiritual growth, like on a typical day? Do you wake up, you pray first, or do you pray on certain days? I'm just interested to know, like,
No, it's an everyday thing. So the first thing I do is I wake up, and then I do my prayers, and then, carry on with like my meetings and stuff like that. Then it's time for me to write. Because how I operate is I don't get beats first. How I do is I need to first write. Once I write, then I go to YouTube. Shout out to YouTube, there's such a plug. And I look for my type beats, and I find type beats. Sorry about that. I look for type beats that I want to write a song to. So if I'm looking for a Frank Ocean type beat, if I'm looking for a Lauryn Hill type beat, you know what I mean? And then I get a type beat and I create my song from that. And then I record. And then after that is the thing of listening to it and seeing how I feel about the song. Then my process after that is making people of opinions that matter to me listen to it. And it's always very tough, because it also comes down to things of, what do I want to talk about? Would I talk about sex? Would I talk about partying and being irresponsible? What are the things that I would talk about, which is always hard, because you always know there's always that conversation of, okay, but what also interests people? You know what I mean? In terms of my market. And that's a typical day in terms of how I create a piece of work. And then it's just the every single day process. But there are days where I'm not inspired. And there are days when, I do question, like, God, why not me? Why that person? I'm just as talented. Why didn't I get that call? Why didn't I get that opportunity? Why aren't people appreciating my songs as much as they're appreciating that person's? That stuff happens all the time. It happens all the time. And it's purely just because we're human. You know what I mean? We're living in this world as much as we are not of this world. And it really does take a whole bunch of faith, and it really does take a whole bunch of removing myself of a space that's constantly making us believe that we have to believe certain things, do certain things, write certain songs, behave a certain way.
You know, I love asking artists this question, like during your creative process, you know, some people have said to me, no, it's like downloading, you know, music or messages from certain realms, or, you know, so I know it's a confusing question, but to put it simply, like, you know, when you write, like, you know, where are you spiritually or mentally?
It depends. Sometimes I am so spiritually awoken. I actually have about 3 songs that I wrote about just my spiritual journey. I actually have a song called Sunday that's going to be on this project, where I wrote it in a way where you don't even know I'm talking about God. You think I'm talking about a man. You think I'm talking about, you know, a date. And this song is literally just talking about me being able to go to church and being excited of being able to just have my moments, you know, and trying to choose the best outfit, but knowing that he doesn't care. He doesn't care for that. He literally says, you know, I accept you as you are, you know. And that's because that's the type of music that I want to hear. You know, you want to just be able to connect with a song, not necessarily always it having to be like immediately you hear it, it's gospel. I just wanted to write a love song. And then there are days where I just write my normal songs. And then there are days where I hit blanks, where I don't know what to talk about, and I can't come and give this deep metaphorical thing of how I came up. Nah, there are days where it's just like I'm writing nonsense, and then I stop. Like you can already by the first 2 lines, I'm just like, this sucks. Like this is not a good song. Or the hook is so flat. Like I know that it's not gonna grab. Wow. Like I get those days a lot, just like everyone else, you know what I mean? And then there are days where it's just like, Lord, how did I do that?
Yeah.
You know, it's those days where it's just like, how the hell did I write the song? Please gonna write a song like this tomorrow, and then it doesn't happen. Yeah. So I can't tell you that there's a formula necessarily. There are just some days where the creativity is there, and then there are days where it's not, and then there's days where I just have to search deep down. Or there are days where something has to happen to me. A lot of the times, especially now, a lot of bad things needed to happen to me in order for me to write the certain songs which I think people are going to lose their minds for, that I had to write. I had to go through really horrible things. And I had to go through testing times in order to come up with the songs that I had written. So it really depends on the day. It really depends on the environment. It really depends on maybe someone that I meet that might have had an impact on me that day that makes me want to talk about something. Yeah.
Wow, you know, I like how you just elaborate and, you know, you give me like full answers. Thank you. You know, but I don't want to keep you here for too long, guys. We had a set, you know, people have to work.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Yeah, you know, lastly, you know, what message would you bring, or not bring, what message would you like to say to your fans out there as far as spirituality is concerned?
Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed of, you know, your spiritual growth. Don't be ashamed of whoever you pray to. It's not uncool. It's not uncool to be Christian. It's not uncool to just be spiritual. Own it. I know that it's made me who I am. I know that it has guided me in times where there was no navigation possible. It's something that I hold very proudly, because I know I wouldn't be here today without that being a part of who I am, because it is a part of who I am. So if that is a part of you, hold it strong, and hold it proud. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rouge.
Thank you so much.
Don't forget to subscribe, ne? Share this video. Danko.